All right. Can you guys see me? It says I'm live, so who's all here? Oh, should have checked the hair before the stream started. That's all right. All right. Hello, everyone. So today we are going to, hold on, let me just make sure everyone can hear me. Am I coming through okay? Great. Okay, well, we're doing PlayStation 1 tonight. I don't have any cheese ready. It's been a week. Oh my goodness, it's definitely been a week. Sorry I didn't stream last night, guys. I know my usual time is about 24 hours ago, but it's just been quite the week. It's just work has been really rough this week. Just a number of things I'm not going to go into, but I kind of lost my mojo for doing the stream last night, and I'm sorry about that. But I'm here today. Let's have a fun one to kind of take my mind off things. So I'm so glad all of you are here. Let me start reading some of the comments. Let's see who's here. Oh, Shin's here. Great. Oh, Melon Bread. Can't have a chat without Melon Bread. Sean, was it really a final Splatfest? Probably. I think they're setting up for Splatoon 3. Mario says, Vinktober, where all you eat is Wisconsin cheese all month. Yes, that's important. All right. Mario, I hope you're doing okay. I wish you the best. Thank you. I will be fine. It's just work's been rough lately, and but you know what? This isn't one of those streams where I go on and on about that kind of stuff. We're here to play some games, and we're here to celebrate this little guy. Hold on. There we go. This is the PlayStation Mega. It is not a PlayStation Mini. Here's the controller. I'm going to use a DualShock, although I think most of the games I'm going to play today probably aren't even compatible with it, but that's just what I have on hand. Yep, video games. Fox Mulder, you're here. Thank you. Thank you for joining. So anyway, oh gosh, I should tell the people on Twitter that I'm here. So I know this is what you're here for, watching me do a tweet. I know. The excitement never ends here. All right. I'm live. There we go. No context. Okay, perfect. All right. I have fond memories of this thing. Is that the Super Nintendo 2? Well, oh man, that's definitely a loaded question there. This system came out when I was in high school, and I remember being all the hype about it, but I was totally sold on Nintendo's propaganda at that time that games should be on cartridges because of loading times and because of, I don't know, but it was that generation that almost made me give up on video games, actually, because the type of games I was playing weren't on the N64. First, Mario 64, of course, was fantastic, but the type of games that I wanted to play were on the PlayStation and the Saturn. I just didn't know it at the time because I was so I was so blindly following Nintendo at the time. But anyway, you're an old grandpa. Yes, I am. So anyway, so I got a couple games that I was thinking of showing tonight. Some kind of weird ones, some kind of fun ones. Mostly ones that didn't get released outside of Japan, but let's. N64 came out when I was 1 year old. Mario, you are young. You are young. I was in high school at the time. Okay. Anyway. I really want to show off Vib Ribbon, even though I'm so bad at it. Like I didn't remember how bad I was at it till I was playing it the other day, because it's a game where you really have to have the good timing. And I forgot the buttons that were involved with it. I really should watch the tutorial again, but it's pretty neat. God, LSD Dream Emulator. No, I am not a rich man. That is a very expensive game. Oh, Satoshi's here. Hello, Satoshi. We don't need to play Parappa, but it kind of gives context because it's the same maker as Vib Ribbon. I don't know. I just got it on hand. Psychic Force. You know, this is interesting because I've played the sequel, the Dreamcast sequel, but other than testing this game to make sure it kind of works, I've never really delved into Psychic Force for the PlayStation. So if you guys want to see it, that's a possibility. The first Motor Tune Grand Prix, which is cool because this is the people who went on to make Gran Turismo, and this first game in the series was never released outside of Japan. The one that America got, and I think PAL got, called Motor Tune Grand Prix, was actually a port of the second game. It's similar to Pokemon Stadium in that way. I've got Battle Arena Nito Shinden, which is basically the Battle Arena Shinden series. This is their Virtua Fighter Kids type of version of it. It's the super deformed chibi Battle Arena Shinden. So, yeah, Psychic Forces by Taito. So we got that. PS1 games. Satoshi says, PS1 games are really my blind spot. When the PS1 was big, I got into Famicom and import gaming back when eBay was new and scary. Yeah, PS1 is a system that I first got a PS1 after the after the PS2 was already released. I was using Bleemcast to play like Metal Gear Solid. I played Metal Gear Solid for the first time on my Dreamcast. Yeah, that's kind of a weird thing, but like I wanted to play some other PlayStation games, so I picked up like a second-hand PlayStation, but it was already 99. No, it was 2001, 2002, something like that. So I never played it when it was the new system. I had N64 and then going into Saturn. Okay, Omega Boost, another cool game. This was done by the team Team Andromeda after they left Sega, and they joined up here. So it's definitely got kind of the Panzer Dragoon like hooks. I don't know. Oh, that's the game that's in the system, right? Just a second. Okay, I don't know what this is. I was about to play it, and then let's see what even is it? Kudu something. I don't know. It looks like a puzzle game that doesn't look particularly good, but I'll see. I've got the Puyo Puyo San expert version, which is kind of neat. I haven't really dived into it much, but I'm guessing it's pretty much like the Saturn version, maybe with a few new modes. Bust a Move. This came out in the States as Bust a Groove. But this is the original Japanese version, which has some songs that are a little different. Ergeis. Ergeis? I don't know. I don't know how it's pronounced. But it's the Square Enix fighting game. And it's another one that is kind of, I haven't really played it much. And this one just has a great title. It's probably terrible, but it is called Extreme Power. So we should play that. Okay, so those are kind of the things that I've. But like, if you want to see anything that's on my shop, just go to. Oh, I always forget to link it. Sorry. Just go here to my store. And just check out the PlayStation section. And I can pull any of those games off the shelf if you'd like to see them. All right, just a second. And that's why I get paid the big bucks for streaming. All right. All right. Vinnk has been replaced. Oh my goodness. Oh, I got a lot of comments. Wow. More people are tuning into my stream now. Apparently, maybe I should just stream like this. Hello, Vinnk here. That might help my numbers. Okay. All right. Let me read some of these comments. Wasn't Sega originally US based? Yes. Sega stands for Service Games, and it was to bring like primarily Japanese like pinball machines and things over to the States. But so it's a Japanese company now. But yeah, it was originally US based. Oh, and I see other people have already answered that. Sorry. Nearly everything I play on PS1, I end up playing on my PSP or PS Vita these days. It's a good way to do it. Good way to do it. So cute. Vinnk has been replaced. Zillow Domokun. Yes, lots of Domokuns. All right. How did Doraemon become so popular? Oh, I don't know. Very famous manga author, and it ran for a very long time, and it's very clever. I like Doraemon very, very much. I want to buy one of those. Oh, are you? You might be confusing Doraemon with Domokun. Doraemon is like the blue cat robot. He's this guy right here. Sorry, I got a bit of the sniffles today, guys. All right. Doraemon gadgets are the best. Yes. Yes. Okay. So of those games that I showed, is there anything that struck your fancy? Anything that piqued your interest? Anything that you want to see? Well, then I have to drink from my comically large water bottle. Extreme. How did I know? How did I know Extreme Power was going to be the one that people chose? Yeah. Okay, I kind of want to see it too. Extreme Power. This is going to be great. I can already. I mean, everybody knows of Extreme Power. No, nobody knows of Extreme Power. So it's probably. Comically large water bottle, very little actual water. Yes. Okay, so Extreme Power. It's a robot game. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Wow, look at that explosion in the background. This is going to be a great game. It's going to be the best game ever by what company makes this? CS Pro. I can't even read it. Okay. Yeah. Really, classic game. Classic game. Okay, here we go. Okay. Extreme Power. I should make fun of it. This might be my next favorite ever game. A lot of these games I've played just very, very briefly, just kind of to test to see if they work. You can always tell. Oh, let me get the volume up a little bit. Okay. Oh, Pro Fire. That's what it was saying. Pro Fire company. Okay, let's see if there's any options for extra power. Sound volume, music test, output stereo. No, those are not extremely pop. Oh, when you go back, it restarts the music. Neat. All right, here we go. Hey, Daniel, welcome. Welcome. All right, we're gonna play some extreme power here. I can feel the power. It's extreme. Oh no. Okay, it's kind of mech warrior-y. Okay, we got hopping guy. Okay. Okay, I've got a limited amount of laser. Ooh, did you see that? That was pretty extreme. So how does my laser charge? Okay, I can strafe. Go straight. There doesn't seem to be any story of note or at all. Okay, there's no analog. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm jumping. Okay, strafing, jumping. How do I aim upwards? Can I aim upwards? Maybe I could. Okay, how do I? Can I? Can I? Okay, since there's no analog, it's very okay. Okay, I gotta hold that button. Oh. No shield. That's Japanese for game over. Guys, I did not do very well with extreme power. It's a first-person shooter? Yeah. Is there a copyright date? Let's see. It is 1996. Okay, if I hold one of the trigger buttons, I can aim up and down. Okay. It's kind of a convoluted way to do it, though. See, and it. Oh my. Okay. Okay, I've got pretty much infinite gun. Okay, this is not too bad. I do like the giant explosions every time anything gets blowed up. Graphics aren't too bad for a 96 game. Oh. But first-person games are very much like flight sims to me. The music is not what one would expect. Hold on. Listen to this music. It's really jazzy. Okay. Who's even shooting? Okay, those planes are shooting. Yeah, it's very like the game would be so much better with analog, just because it's a bit convoluted to hold a button to aim. I was kind of hoping for like I was kind of hoping for some like cheesy cutscene to open it up, because a game like Extreme Power looks like it would benefit a lot from like kind of like 80s, yeah, this was before the analog controller for PlayStation 1. Yeah, definitely. So they wouldn't have had it, but it's too bad that it didn't, because I don't think the game is the game doesn't seem so bad. The graphics are not too terrible. The music is quite jazzy. It's kind of not what I would expect from a game like this, which a game called Extreme Power, I'd expect like butt rock, but it's pretty good. Maybe there's something funny in the manual. That's possible. It's crazy to think of for how long it took for analog controls to become standard. Yeah. Oh, hey. Oh, there's a spine card. Okay. Didn't know that was there. Story. Okay, this takes place in the year 2996. You're fighting a force called Ambivalence. Nice. Just a bunch of techno babble. No, it's not even much story. There's like a paragraph. But it looks like there's a command mission mode. I think what I was in was kind of a tutorial thing, because it looks like you're actually going to get more options as the game goes along. Now, I fight apathy. But it looks like, because you saw that there was a load thing, so I never got to a save point. So I'm guessing there's more to the game than meets the eye. Extreme Power. All right, that was fun. All right, what do we want to see now? We got lots of stuff. I'm not even showing the backs. Nishito Shinden, Motor Tune, Psychic Force, Parappa, Vib Ribbon. I do want to do Vib Ribbon. Oh, Psychic Force? Yeah, we can do Psychic Force. I've been meaning to dive into, as I said, I played quite a bit of the Dreamcast sequel to this, but I never really played much of the original game. Cool cover. Look at that. It's basically it's basically a Triforce done kind of like a demonic pentagram-ish. It's kind of cool. Do you have Vib Ribbon? Yes, I do. I do. That's one of the ones I was hoping to play today. Okay. Psychic Force. I know just that sound is very nostalgic to a lot of people. Taito, now owned by Square Enix. It's a good time to get a PlayStation. PlayStation games are cheap. PlayStation hardware is cheap. It is a very good time to invest in PlayStation right now. Oh, wow. That's actually kind of cool. Keep up the fight! pretty epic. Oh my goodness. All right, that was pretty cool. Hey, James, is this game based on an anime property? No, but they made an anime based on this game. All right. Let's see. I guess we want story mode. This was an arcade game first. I don't know if the arcade game had that kind of intro. Do we want, let's see, Emilio, Wendy, Sonia, Brad, Wong. Oh, who am I kidding? We're going to be Sonia. Oh, no! You're not Sonia? Oh, 53. Male from Japan. Fine. Oh, man.
あなたも僕をいじめるの？
かわいそうじゃな。お主の力は危険すぎる。
All right.
Ready? Go!
So this is a 3D aerial fighter, which is interesting. Okay. Does this support analog? So I'm old, dude. Oh. So you have to kind of get your positioning too. And you've got throw attacks, and if I can get close enough, you've got actual attack attacks.
Ready? Go!
Kind of an interesting concept. There were a few type fighters like this. Actually, some of the Dragon Ball fighters are very similar to this.
すべては人の世のため。成仏してくれ。
Push all the buttons at once. Ah, you know my fighting style.
私の邪魔をするとただじゃ済まないわよ。
おお、威勢の良い娘じゃのう。まあそう言わずにお手柔らかにな。Ready? Go!
The music's nice too. We got lots of throwing attacks, which I can totally cheese. Oh, she's got them as well, obviously. Until I get close enough to.
Ready? Go!
Ouch. Actually, I'm really enjoying this one. Wow. Oh, no.
お主やるな。
Well, that's not good. Okay. Should probably learn to dodge at some point. I wonder if that airship's made of lead. Because it's a Zeppelin? No. Okay. That was I feel bad about that. That was so cheap. I'm just spamming the throw paper button.
邪気はまだ消えぬ。まだまだこれからじゃ。
Episode 3.
そんなまやかしでこの俺と戦うってのかい？ わしの術を甘く見ぬ方が良
But
いぞ。
anyway, it's neat. I like it. I like it. All right. So I like those 2D clouds in the background. Yes, good. All right. Interesting premise. Actually kind of neat. Yeah, I think so. There's a Toho game exactly like this. Yeah, there's also, I'm trying to remember, there's a couple Saturn games that play very similar to this. There was, I think, Astra Superstars, but like there were a few games that were kind of like this at the time. But you really don't see aerial combat games anymore. Let's see. Do a barrel roll. Sorry, wrong game. Not too. It's nice, but doesn't seem to fit with the fighting. Yeah. Do you have any of the Japanese Mortal Kombat games? No, I don't. I think I might have a Game Boy Mortal Kombat 2, but like Mortal Kombat games in Japan are pretty rare and fairly expensive these days. Because most of them, a lot of the later ones didn't get released because post 2001. There was a major cut down on violence in Japanese video games, especially anything that would have dismemberment or beheading. That's because there was a brutal murder that happened in Sasebo where a student, a junior high school student, cut off a classmate's head. It's incredibly violent and shocking. And for many years afterwards, you could not have any game that would depict that. So Samurai Shodown 5 Special, Neo Geo, even though it was a game that was costing like $400, like it's not a lot of kids are going to get hold of that, but it was heavily censored when it came out. So Mortal Kombat games, most of them are not even available in Japan. All right. Yeah, Game Boy Mortal Kombat 2 is probably total cringe. Yeah, it's pretty terrible. But in general, you might find a Mortal Kombat game like at an import shop, but it's going to be rated 18 and over. I mean, I guess it's rated that way anyway, but you wouldn't, a kid wouldn't even be able to buy it in Japan. And yeah, it's weird because Japanese games used to be so much like the US or PAL versions used to be the censored versions of these games, and the uncensored versions used to be the Japanese one. But if you look at any Western game now, the versions that come out in Japan are going to be the censored ones. The Witcher, Skyrim, all of these have censorship in Japan. All right. Were you referring to the Sasebo slashing that happened? Sorry, 2004. Sorry, I'm getting my Japan trips mixed up. Yeah, 2004. When I first started living in Japan. Sorry, the first time I visited Japan was 2001, so I get those kind of mixed up sometimes. Yes, the Sasebo slashing, that's right. Street Fighter for the Master System is not playable. U.S. violence is okay, sex is not. Yes. Japan sex is okay, violence is not. Not entirely either, because there's a lot of censorship going on with all games ever since the Zero system came to be. We live in a strange world. We do. We live in a very strange world. Procreation is very, very dangerous subject to have, but destruction and loss of life is super, I don't know, almost patriotic. It's very strange. I don't understand. But anyway, that was Psychic Force, and I'm gonna go back to this one a little later. I think that was pretty good. I really like that opening anime cutscene, and I'm hoping there's some ending scenes as well. I really enjoyed that in like what was the game I played? Anime opening, and what's cool is each character has their own anime ending cutscene too. So I don't know if this game has it or not, but I'm hoping it does. It really does look from the back of the case like there's a lot more anime scenes that we just haven't encountered yet. So I'm gonna try this one more, and with all the games that I'm playing tonight, if you'd like to get a copy of your own, they're all available on my store, Japan Retro Direct. All right, put that one over here, and it's getting hot again. I'm sorry if the air conditioner is making too much noise. I've been trying to keep it off because it's it's loud, but it is really hot in here, so I kind of just need. Resident Evil 2 Remake is finally getting a Zero Z version in Japan, with all the violence and gore intact. I would bet you it still won't have everything. Even some of those Zero Z games that come out, they will still have censorship beyond just yeah. Even if they get the 0Z, they still might have some censorship. So hopefully, I mean, for me, the graphic violence is not something I really enjoy very much. So I'm not one of the people who are going to import those games, but I know that it really enhances the experience for a lot of people, and I really don't like censorship of any kind. And is this blowing hot air? That's not cool. Okay, all right, we'll try that again. Okay, anyway, I had a remote for my air conditioner. Yep. Have you seen the Japanese comedy film Summertime Machine Blues? I'm pretty sure I have the DVD of it, and I don't know if I've watched it. Why are air conditioners in Japan remote controlled? Why aren't they remote controlled other places? Yeah, I thought the same thing when I first got here, but it's so convenient. Well, usually it's also because they're up in the sky. Like it would be very hard for me to operate the buttons on this thing way up there. So I think that's. Let's see. All right. Anyway, so we've got Vib Ribbon. If we ever do a PS2 stream, I've also got the sequel to it, Vip Ripple. We've got, I can never pronounce this game. Ergeis, that Square Enix fighting game. Bust a Move. Puyo Puyo Sun Expert. Omega Boost. The chibi version of Battle Arena to Shinden. Motor Tune Grand Prix, which has a very interesting opening sequence. Parappa the Rapper, you've all seen this game, so maybe not this one. Maybe not this one. You've all seen Parappa the Rapper, and you've seen people play it a lot better than you're going to see me play it, but just kind of have it there. Airguess was so good. Okay, we'll do that one. Can anyone pronounce it phonetically in case I'm saying it wrong? All right. Well, I want to see Motor Tune Grand Prix. Sure, we'll do that one next. Okay. The art for the Motor Tune Grand Prix is by the guy who does a lot of the Famitsu covers. You can tell that's a very that's definitely that style. Okay. We're definitely doing Vib Ribbon because I already listed that was one of the games that was going on in this stream. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Omega Boost is made by Polyphony Digital. And with assistance from members of the team that did Panzer Dragoon. It's very, very cool. And one of their few non-racing games. And Motor Tune Grand Prix is also by Polyphony Digital before they became known under that name. Okay, so here we go. What was I playing again? Oh, yeah, that Square fighting game. Will these work on a PlayStation 3 or 4? They'll work on a Japanese PlayStation 3 or a Japanese PlayStation 2. But nope, PlayStation 4 took off the backwards compatibility. Pretty nice cutscene. Yes, I have remotes for my ceiling lights as well, Shin. I'd recommend just getting a Japanese PS1. If you've already got controllers and cables, you can just get the system itself, and they're pretty cheap. You can get one easily for $30. Turn that down a little. Now, this is based off an arcade game. This is an arcade game, and the home version has additional, like, Final Fantasy characters, if I recall correctly. Urgus. Urgus. I don't know. All right, that's fun. Oh, there's mini games. Okay. Brand new quest. Godless the Dungeon. I guess I just want to play the regular game first. Turning it down means we can barely hear it. Okay, I'll turn it back up. I don't want to wake up my kids. Let's see if I can get the TV. Okay, versus mode, practice, option. I don't know why I always get into options modes. I usually don't do it. Ooh, movie player, that's nice. Vibrational, I want that on. Oh yeah, definitely. Nah. All right. Let's see. Maybe 18, not 20. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's give it a go. God Hand. Yo-Yo Yoko. Oh my gosh. It's going to be hard to beat that one. Cloud. Tifa. Okay, who should I be? Sephiroth. Okay, who should I be? Let's see. Did an American power cable work with a Japanese PS1? It should. It's a pretty standard connection. It's just that like two hold thing. Okay, we're going Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo Yoko. Yo-Yo-Yoko. Oh, Tifa. Sorry. The Yo-Yo Squad. Oh, and she fights with a yo-yo. Of course she does. So this 3D fighter reminds me a lot of Dead or Alive, actually. It's actually a lot faster than a lot of the 3D fighters on the PlayStation, which I kind of appreciate. Yeah, it definitely reminds me a lot of the Dead or Alive series. Maybe a little less bouncy. I like the game because I can do. Yeah, but again, much like Dead or Alive or Fighting Vipers, you've got boundaries which you can, slam people against. Oh dear. As soon as I announce that I'm doing well at anything, I always lose. What just happened? Okay, I found out how to throw my yo-yo, and that has made the game infinitely cooler. Although that move does seem a bit slower. I like how there's like hit points that like fly off of you. That's a very Square Enix type of touch. Of course I lost. Yeah, I got a lot. There's a lot of Dead or Alive vibes here, just on how even the font looks similar. I'm not sure which one came out first. Let's see. This is 98. Dead or Alive. Probably around the same time. Yeah. All right. So when I said that the power cable was pretty standard, what I mean is it's one of these guys. You know, I sometimes in the American systems it's flat here rather than rounded. But even if you had one of those cables, you can take a pocket knife and just put a tiny notch in to make it fit. But otherwise, any like hardware store is going to sell these for a couple of bucks. So I'd say that if you were trying to buy if you've already got a US PlayStation, you wanted to get a Japanese one, just get a system by itself. Don't go without a controller, without the cables, and the AV cable thing. It's exactly the same as a US system. So you could save some money there on shipping and stuff. Actually, you might want to spring to pay a little extra money to get the PS1, like the small sized one, and then probably shipping is cheaper. Yeah. Okay. DOA 1 is 1996. Okay, in that case, this was probably heavily inspired by DOA 1. All right. Okay, but anyway, that's cool, and it's got Cloud and Sephiroth and Tifa in it, so and very cool art. Yeah, that's it played faster than I was imagining, because I always imagine that this generation's 3D fighters are going to be more like Virtua Fighter, which plays kind of slow and floaty and more technical. But that was definitely more of an arcadey, Dead or Alive type fighter. We'll go to any thrift store. The power cable is the same as boom boxes and other things. Yep, you can get them real cheap. And a fun name that is difficult to pronounce. Yes, definitely difficult. Okay, so let's do Motor Tune Grand Prix. Now, let's see if I can. So Motor Tune Grand Prix, the series has very confusing naming convention, because the one that just a second. Where is it? Okay, the one that you got in the United States, we got here as Motor Tune Grand Prix USA Edition. See, maybe it says that right there, USA Edition. So it's another one of those strange ones where the first game doesn't come out in the States or anywhere outside of Japan, and the second one comes out, but instead of calling it Motor Tune Grand Prix 2, they just give it the name of the first one, so, and then they call it, USA Edition. A similar thing happened, of course, with Pokemon Stadium. The first Pokemon Stadium never came out of Japan, but Pokemon Stadium 2 came to Japan, and it was called Pokemon Stadium. It was just called Pokemon Stadium, and then Pokemon Stadium Gold and Silver came out, and it was called Pokemon Stadium 2 rather than... It's all very confusing. Okay, Japan seems to get a lot of USA editions. We need some Japan editions. I agree. I don't think DOA became good until DOA 2, and it didn't become really good until DOA 5. Interesting. My gosh, DOA Dead or Alive 5 and its sequel are great fighting games. I quite liked the first one. I really did. But I mean, I played it when it was new, and I played it on the Saturn, and I just loved how it had so many costumes. And okay, the jiggle physics were interesting at the time. But I'm so over that now. I am not over that yet. I just got this recently. But anyway. But as a fighting game, some of the later ones are better. DOA 2 on the Dreamcast, I think, would have been an amazing achievement, except Soul Calibur, I think, was the better game, at the time. So I played more of Soul Calibur than I did DOA 2, even though DOA 2 just was really revolutionary for graphics at the time. I think Soul Calibur was more of was more interesting to me at the time. Let's see. Oh, Colin, welcome back. Okay, the first one hasn't aged as well. I guess so. I like Soul Edge on PlayStation. Yes, Soul Edge is a game that I played for the first time this year, and I was surprised by how fun it was. Yeah. 8,000 yen burned Vinnk. What does that mean? What did you buy? What did you buy? All right. Anyway, let's try Motor Tune Grand Prix again. This is one of the games that I really love just because of the art. This is who is the artist on this one? Oh my goodness, I need to. Oh, it's the Susumu Matsushita company. And they did the art for an amusement park that went out of business a few years ago called Space World. You can see one of my I have a video about Kirby toys at Space World on the Famicom Dojo channels if you want to see what that park was. But it was a collaboration between NASA, yeah, that's right, and an amusement park manufacturer, and all the art and the characters were done by this company. And this character right here, this robot, was also one of the Space World characters right here. There's a little crossover right there. I really missed that amusement park. It was really nice, but it's just people are just not going to amusement parks enough. A lot of amusement parks in Japan have been closing lately, and it's really sad. Yes, it is the Famitsu. A lot of the covers for Famitsu are also done by this guy collective. I'm not sure if it's a person or if it's a collective, but either way, yes, and also there was a lot of different Famicom and Super Famicom era covers. It's a very distinctive art style. Anyway, let's do this. Now we're all thinking of Dead or Alive. Yes, we are all thinking of Dead or Alive. Dead or alive. You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby. Right. Wow, I like that. I do like the art on the disc too. I'm always a sucker for when they do full color art on the disc. I really always like that. How hard is it to get back issues of that magazine? Kind of hard. I mean, not. It depends. It depends how far back you go. If you go back just a year or two, you can get them at a lot of the used bookstores. But if you go too far back, you got to go to other collectors. I've got some old Famitsu, not that old, but some older Famitsus that I'm holding for Satoshi Matrix because I know he likes the Nep Nep, and there's a Catherine cover too. Some old Famitsus, but. Getting things from like the 90s and stuff, it is definitely possible, but you're starting to get into the collector's market more so than just the standard like used magazines. Okay. Let's see. He likes the Nep Nep. Yes, he does. Anyway. New cleaning mashup. Oh, maybe. Okay, anyway, let's play a game. I've been yammering enough. All right. I love the opening to this game. It seems really it's mostly in English, and it's just weird. It also seems a little sexier than Need Be. And it was called Polly's at this time because this is before Gran Turismo. New generation game making project. But look at it. It's so colorful. It's so fun. They use how the polygons deform kind of as their art style, you know. And wow, this is a really early game. 94. I think it's really smooth though. Like it looks really nice. I think it's going to go into attract mode, yeah. Yeah, it looks really good for a PS1 game. I mean, those guys are wizards when it comes to the technology. Maybe I have to actually start it. Hold on. Maybe I'm thinking of the second game that has that intro. Hey. Hey? Perfect. Yeah, that's my name. Okay. So Grand Prix. Easy. Okay, Captain Rock, Princess Jean, Bullbox, Penguin Brothers, Raptor and Raptor, Captain Rock. Okay, who should I be? Let's do Bullbox. That's pretty cool. And I love how when you turn, the physics are that your car itself like stretches. Yeah, it looks really, really nice for a PlayStation game. You can do all kinds of weird stuff. Yeah, you got some clipping definitely, but it's a really smooth frame rate. I'm not good at video games. Just a moment. I'm not good at telling whether something is 30 frames or 60 frames or whatever, but it feels like it's not 30 frames to me. It feels smooth, but I'm definitely not the expert on that. But it's definitely better than a lot of the early polygonal games. All right, I'm not handling well. And it's got, like, when we passed that waterfall, we heard the sound of the waterfall. Like, this is 94. This is like shortly after Mario Kart came out. You know what I mean? Not Mario Kart 64 either. Like, oh, I can see. Okay, I can adjust the camera there. Oh, okay, you can go in first-person mode as well. That's kind of fun. Well, that actually makes it a little easier. Although I kind of like the cuteness of watching the car like morph around. Whoa! Fairly large tracks too. Here we go! Woo! Whoa! Car back. Yeah, pretty long tracks as well. Okay, let me hit some comments. Vinnk Plays racing games. Ugh. Drawing distance, yeah, it's hit or miss. Is this Japan only? This first one is Japan only, but the second installment of this series was released in other countries as Motor Tune Grand Prix, as Motor Tune Grand Prix. But this is the original game, and it was a Japan exclusive. See if there's some cool art in the manual. Oh, it was compatible with this thing. That turny joystick. Oh, I've seen those. I need to get one of those. There's a couple other Namco games that are apparently a couple other Namco games. This isn't a Namco game, but there's a couple Namco games that supposedly play really well with that. But I love the artwork in here. I really. Oh, it comes with stickers. Nice. But yeah, it's really nice. Penguin Brothers. But anyway, that's a series. It's a series I discovered fairly recently, and I quite like. Let's see. Early Saturn racing games were kind of crap. Yeah. I mean, Daytona USA was a lot of fun, but the graphics weren't spectacular. Sega Rally didn't have a wonderful frame rate, but it was pretty fun. But a lot of the third-party things were just atrocious on the Saturn. I think the developers other than Sega had a really hard time just figuring out how to get anything out of the hardware. I saw someone get that twisty remote working for Quake. Interesting. Hey Vinnk, just out of curiosity, how well does your wife speak English? Pretty good and better every year. I mean, we speak English around. We mainly speak English around the house when I'm home, because we're trying to teach the kids. We're trying to raise the kids bilingually too, and they're speaking Japanese all day at their school. So when they're in the house, we try to watch. Even if we watch anime, we usually watch the English dubs. I just want them to have a chance to to practice their English, because they're not getting, when they're over at grandma's house, when they are at school. Yeah, it's everything is Japanese. So when we're in the house, we try to keep it mostly an English environment. How did she learn? I've taught. I'm teaching them English. How did my wife learn? I mean, every Japanese person has compulsory education, and anyone through the school system in Japan has taken 6 years of English. That doesn't necessarily mean they speak it very well, but some people do better with that than others, and my wife was one of those people. She also did a little bit of study abroad for a short amount of time in Denver, actually. All right. I'm getting better with my English. Good job. I prefer dubs for anime. It depends on the anime. Some dubs are great, some dubs are terrible. Some Japanese original versions are great, some are terrible. So yeah. How is your spoken Japanese, Vinnk? Spoken is my highest. Written is terrible. I'd say my listening skill is the highest. My listening skill is the highest, probably. Spoken is second. Reading and writing are abysmal. Just really bad. I mean, I have to speak Japanese just to do anything around, because I live in the sticks. In Tokyo, Japanese. There's enough people in enough service positions that speak English because of all the tourists that you can really get by without speaking any. But when you live where I do, you can't buy things, you can't do things, you can't use the post office, you can't do much without speaking at least some. But I really wish I spoke more. I really do. You're in Denver? Huh, interesting. Yeah. My wife studied there before she met me. Let's see, college, I don't know, like maybe 99, 2000, something like that. Denver the Last Dinosaur? Wow. That takes me back. Wow. My video feed looks like a poorly dubbed movie. Oh, is this? the feed you're getting from me right now. Am I out of sync? Kids are quick learners, so it's nice for your kids to be bilingual. Yes, I mean, my 3-year-old speaks Japanese better than me already, and he speaks English better than like a lot of the junior high school kids. Like, it's just amazing how fast kids pick up that stuff. Your friend and a whole lot more. I watch a lot of cartoons. Yes, cartoons are wonderful. I was trying to remember all these crazy, like, short-lived cartoons that I watched when I was young. There was one where a boy, it was kind of like Ranma 1/2, but with cars. Like, there was a boy, if he got like cold water poured on him or hot water or something, he turned into a car. And I'm trying to figure out what the name of it was, but I remember I liked the transformation sequence because his mouth would like turn into like the grill of a car. Turbo Teen, that's it. Turbo Teen. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad that I didn't that wasn't something that was made up in my head. Yay. All right. What else did I watched Galaxy High, which was weird. I watched one called Vinnk Kids, which had music videos interspersed with them, with this live action group of kids. Was it called Vinnk Kids? Kid Video. What was it called? I don't know. Bucky O'Hare. Wow. Tough to take a bath, yes. All right, we should stop talking about retro cartoons. Well, we could keep talking about retro cartoons. I got nowhere to be. It's about 12:30 at night. I'm just hanging with my let's see how many, with my 12 best friends right now. So I'm just at Kids Incorporated. Looks like we made it. We're Kids Incorporated. KIDS, Kids Incorporated. Yeah, I remember that one. I thought that Denver the Last Dinosaur was a Europe-only show. No. Did it originate in Europe? I don't know. But yeah, we had it. Probably originated in Denver. All right. Yeah, and it wouldn't be a Vinnk stream if I didn't sing something. Reboot, yes, Reboot, done by the animation studio Mainframe. Very cool show. It was an afternoon cartoon in Australia. Yeah. Reboot was a great show. What did you guys? How old are people here? Are you guys my generation? I know some of you are much younger, but I mean, I'm an '80s kid. I was born in 1980, and I mean, I guess I'm a late '80s kid because the early part of the '80s, I don't remember anything. But 32. I met the voice actor of Bob. Oh, that's interesting. Very Canadian. Yes, Mainframe is a Canadian company. Hated Kids Incorporated because it wasn't right. Kids Incorporated. I only know the opening theme song because I never really watched beyond that because I was like, "What is this live action crap?" It was on in between a chunk of cartoons I wanted to watch. Yeah. On before Thundercats. Oh, I remember that. Mumra scared the crap out of me as a kid. And that girl cat, what was her name? That I think that's the first time I realized that I had feelings for the opposite gender and apparently animals. Anyway, yeah. Never. I don't know how do I stop this feed. Oh dear. Oh dear. Anyway. Yeah, so anyway, how about Omega Boost? Omega Boost is a video game. That's what Sonic does for younger people. I was born in 1994, not too long after Kurt Cobain died. I remember watching the news when Kurt Cobain died. Mumra, the ever-living. Yes. Interesting tangent. Amy Rose. Okay. Vinnk is a furry. I am not a furry. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Although I do like I think that cartoons definitely made us think about anthropomorphic. I'm trying to say a word that means animals that look like humans. Yeah. But words are hard. Yes, they are. I'm very tired. But I'm not subscribed to the furry lifestyle, but I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with people who are. Like that's I would say that I definitely like the idea of cosplay though very much. I don't do it myself, but if I still lived in the United States, I think I would. I think I would. The cosplay, not necessarily the furry thing. Although you know what, I am interested to know a little bit more, but I don't know. So, Omega Boost. Omega Boost looks amazing. Looks amazing for a PlayStation game. Let's see, what year is this one? It was kind of a later one, I think. 1999. Not that. I mean, there were definitely games that came out after that, but this is getting around the time that the PlayStation 2 was getting ready to be released. So this is post Dreamcast, but pre PlayStation 2, and I just think it looks really, really good. Sonia and Chloe from Heathcliff. Heathcliff, no one should terrify their neighborhood. Yeah. Yeah, we should do that sometime, where you say old cartoons and I see if I can sing the theme song to them. That's not something we should do. I'm cosplaying next week for a convention in Raleigh. What are you cosplaying as? Princess Lena from Captain N. Oh. There was a gadget cult in Russia when Chippendale... Gadget! That's the one! I was trying to think of, like... I don't really... I'm not really for anthropomorphic characters so much, but I always thought Gadget was attractive. But you know what? I think it's because she was kind of the nerd character more so than anything else, and she was definitely the smartest member of that bunch. But Gadget, that's the one. All right, we're going. Cheese, yeah, Monterey Jack. Oh my gosh, great video game too. Chippendale's Rescue Rangers. At least I think so. I have a strong memory of that being a wonderful game. I'm a little nervous to play it now, in that my memory might be wrong, but it's true. Now time to sing the Chippendale's Rescue Rangers theme. Sometimes some crimes go slipping through the cracks, but these two gumshoes are picking up the slack. There's no case too big, no case too small. When you need help, just call Chippendales Rescue Rangers. Chippendale when there's danger. No, it never fails once they're involved. Somehow, whatever's wrong gets solved. Chippendale. Oh my gosh, I'm singing quite loudly. Well, if I wake my wife up with this one, it's going to be a lot harder to explain than other things. Anyway, yeah, this is... I was wondering to myself, I'm like, why don't I have more subscribers? And then I realized what I do on stream. Sing, and I eat cheese, and I occasionally play a video game poorly. Okay. I had to get a fake beard because unfortunately I can't really grow any substantial hair on the sides of my face. Oh my goodness, you're going as Monterey Jack. That's amazing. No, oh sorry. You're going as Big Boss. I missed that. Sorry, I'm on a different tangent. I thought you were going as Monterey Jack from Chippendale's Rescue Rangers, and I was really impressed. Now, going as Big Boss is still incredibly impressive, but sorry, I missed a comment there. Anyway, eat cheese and talk about random things. Yes, first game is nice. Second game is mad. That's what I've heard. I never played the second game. Okay, let's unless someone has another song for me to sing from 80s or 90s children's television, I'll probably get to Omega Boost right now. Okay, good. All right, here we go. Omega Boost. Same company that made Motor Tune Grand Prix, but this one is 5 years later. Let's see how the technology has improved since then. All right. Now, if I remember correctly, all the cutscenes are in English in this. Alpha Core don't. I just live in fear that games are going to have Amuro Namie songs.
Impact region has been demolished.
7 minutes to Omega Boost launch.
Sistema de reserva listo.
Correspondence from the citizen.
Oh yeah, there's like actual actors in there too. I forgot.
Reconfirm time shaft activation of Alpha Core.
Gravity wave has occurred. The hyperspace correspondence system will be down for 3 minutes.
System. Coordinate Shadi 19 Tango Zipper Zipper.
Hyperspace catapult launcher ready.
Nerve looks different in live action.
All personnel except catapult.
Pacific Rim?
First Lieutenant Lester, please form the Omega Boost.
Oh yeah, that's kind of neat. Oh my gosh, it is Pacific Rim.
Okay, Johan. Souvenir. Let's off the ground. Got pitch forward. Coming through. But I'm going in here before the first picture. You better take them now, but you eat.
Launch standby.
After that, I'm not picky. You're a prince. Hey, man. Did you pack extra socks? Yeah. In the family Christmas picture.
Hey Mom, did you pack extra socks? These are good. These are good lines. Is this a PS Mini? Nope, it's my PS normally. Okay, I forgot how much I liked these cutscenes. Looks really good.
And yeah, the first artificial intelligence. The enemy has already activated the time shift. Your mission is to prevent the Alpha Core from causing historical alteration.
Get in the robot, Shinji. All right. What is the Vinnk watch order for Neon Genesis? Watch the TV series with the English dub, the ADV English dub, and then watch skip Death and Rebirth, and just watch End of Evangelion. And then watch the first 2 Rebuild movies and skip the 3rd one. That's the that's the current Vinnk watch order. All right. Memory card checking. Yeah. All right. So anyway, this is, I mean, I'm not good at this game, but well, or any game, but I really like the graphics in this. It's really, and pretty much everything is in English, which is very nice for making this very import friendly. I believe this got a release outside of Japan, but it's since it's kind of a more expensive title. But here in Japan, it's a pretty inexpensive title. So if you have the ability to play import games, this is very easy to import and very easy to play. Look at this. It's very smooth. Okay. Oh. Now let's see. Oh. Yeah, it's got lock on. Hold on. I think I can turn analog on here. Yes, I can. Okay. There we go. That'll help. Okay, it's flight controls. That's going to take me a little bit of time to get used to. But yeah, it's a really nice looking game. Oh, whoa. Oh, the vibration's nice. But yeah, it reminds me a lot of like a more freeform like Panzer Dragoon. Oh, it moves really smooth. The graphics are really fast and really very nice. It's definitely just kind of one of those like stop gaps between PlayStation and Dreamcast. It's kind of in between there. It definitely has the kind of the textures on the polygons aren't wonderful, but it's incredibly smooth and they're well connected. I think it's a nice looking game. Plays really well too. Warning. But yeah, it looks really nice. Aim for the exposed core. that was a bit easier than it should have been. But yeah, you've got real full range of motion. 38%. Oh.
Now updated. Entering the next zone.
But yeah, really nice looking game.
Omega Gate. Conflict. Carry out the mission carefully.
You know, you've got some planets, and it looks like mist surrounding them. Like, it's just a really really visually nice piece of software. So that's Omega Boost. Okay. Oh yes, a vacuum tube. Just don't watch the Netflix version. You can't go wrong. I watched like the first couple, maybe just the first episode of it. I didn't like the translation. I found the rebuild movies would have worked out better if Shinji just got in the robot. Yep. And stayed out of the robot in the third one. Neat. Echo Squad was a great show. This game reminds me of the Konami game Gyrus. Yeah, a little bit. It's definitely got a little bit of that feel, but I'd say that it plays most similar to a Panzer Dragoon or Rez. Actually, it kind of plays a little bit like Rez. Exo Squad was great. The ending was a cliffhanger, which is a bad idea. Yep. I think it's time for some Viv Ribbon. I would agree. It is time for some Viv Ribbon. But anyway, that's Omega Boost, and that's a game that if you don't have it, I'd recommend getting. It's just a really nice little PlayStation game, and it's not that expensive. You can easily get that one for under $10. Okay, let's do Vib Ribbon. You've never played Vib Ribbon? Oh my goodness, it's now. Vib Ribbon is a game by the maker of Jamalami and Parappa the Rappa, and not a collaboration with the same art style. And basically, this entire game has the unique feature of you can. Oh, there you go. It's a very interesting case too. You can load this entire game into the RAM of your PlayStation console, and what that means, because it's a very small game. Most of the disc here is just Redbook audio, which is great because the music's wonderful. I've long since ripped this onto my computer, and the music is wonderful. But what you can do is, since you can load you can load the data from the game onto your PlayStation 2's memory, so it must be under 2 megabytes. And then you can pop in any other audio CD and it will generate a level. Kind of like Monster Rancher would generate monsters from CDs. This will generate levels based on the music. But anyway, let's give that a try. My friend used to call this game Crack Rabbit because he couldn't read Japanese and he just assumed that the game was that every time you got something correct, the rabbit would receive crack from the heavens, which is why he looked like that. Let's see. Here we go. It's a great game. What? It's weird. Huh. Oh, okay, whatever. Maybe because it had so much Redbook audio, they were wondering if I wanted to do it as a regular CD. I have no idea. Great game. Okay, Crack Rabbit. Oh yeah, it's all it looks almost like a Vectrix game because everything is black and white. I love the music so much. It's such a good game. I have okay. The game, or let's just go right to the game. Sorry, I don't remember the button combinations exactly, so I'm gonna suck so bad. But because it's kind of weird, it uses buttons and it also uses these, but they're not. You don't have such the visual prompt. Oh, hold on, maybe they can go to model. Okay, okay. I think this is this will show how to play. Again, it's been a lot of years, but I watched this game more than I actually played it because as I said, my friend who called it Crack Rabbit, he was addicted to this, and we'd play it with whatever CDs we had lying around. It is a fun game. What did I do? Oh, I went back. Sorry. Okay, I'm just gonna play it. That's fine. The music is so good. As you do better, the rabbit gets more crack, and he seems happier and happier. But as you do worse, the rabbit starts devolving. He turns into like a frog, and then like into this worm. So this is to put your own CD in. Okay, we'll just do that. High score. Okay. Okay. But anyway, everything's all on one plane. And okay, hold on. Let's see if I remember. Okay. Okay, I've got to. Oh, okay. Jump is that one. Okay, jump. There we go. That's it. Okay, that one goes over that. Okay. Love and beats. Now stop. Love and beats. Okay, see, I've upgraded now. I've got my little cape. Oops. Yo, the beats are strong, but the night is long. Oh. Oh, which button was this one? Is it this one? No. Okay, hold on. Oh, dear. Okay, that one does... Okay, this is that button. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Oh, look, I'm a frog now. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, that one goes over the... Oh, I'm a sad little worm. What was the one that goes... Oh, this one. Okay. Okay, that's the one that goes here. Okay, timing. Okay. I've run out of crack. All right. Anyway, music is wonderful. Let's see. Hold on. Reminds me. Scanner. Crack Rabbit sound awesome. This looks like a fun game. It's super fun. Very res-like. I wonder what kind. So, oh gosh, there is a tutorial somewhere. Okay, I'm just gonna play a different song. I like this one too. Hold on. Oops. Oops. There we go. And what's great is the songs will speed up as they go along, and that's it. Okay. All right, getting more crack. Getting more crack. Okay. Oops. Oh no, I'm a frog now. This was bound to happen. And each of them has different animations for clearing different things. I think that's kind of cool. You can tell it's getting faster. Anyway, that is Crack Rabbit. All right. Time to hit the sack. See you next stream. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by, Shin. Obviously, Vectrix can't do real music, but chiptunes, yeah. I would love to see if this could be done Vectrix homebrew. Yeah. Wonder what kind of level it would generate. I mean, I'm nervous to put in a commercial CD just because how my stream got taken down last time because of a Amaru Namie track, but maybe for another time. Maybe I can download some public domain stuff and try it. But yeah, it's really cool how it generates levels and things like that. Anyway, this is Vib Ribbon, and I have like 3 copies of this. It's one of those games where anytime I see it, I don't know, just because it's one of my favorite games, it's one of those ones where I pick up multiple copies because I just love it. I just love it. So yeah, Vib Ribbon. It's also cool in that it put the case in backwards. Like the back of the case is where normally the front of a case would be. It's kind of built backwards, so that you can kind of see through there. You see in there, and if you open the case, it goes to the manual in there where you see the little rabbit. I don't know. It's a very nice way of designing the case. Okay. Anyway, let's see. Vectrix are nearly $1,000 these days. Oh my goodness! Really? That's I waited too long on that one. All right. Why don't we do this one and maybe wrap up after that? I don't know. This is the chibi version of Battle Arena Chishinden. Takara, before they became Takara Tomy. Oh yeah. Not the kind of thing you'd expect to be the opening here. Welcome, Battle Arena. So cool. Yeah. Sophia, Meltdown Lover. Easy. Flying Lunch Boy. Ellis, Princess of Slight Fever. Tracy, Justice of Lightning. Shu, Marvelous Summoner. Waifu, Ultimate Vika, Mystic Heroine. It's so weird that they start the game with me. And then all of a sudden there's this. Yep. Such a weird opening. Just the ultimate fake out. At first I remember putting that in. I'm like, do I have the right game in here? All right. There's all kinds of mini games and stuff too. It's just really neat.
伊藤新年ワールドへようこそ。こんにちは、リッカです。こんにちは、イカ役の高橋リカです。伊藤新年を一層楽しんでいただくために、いいことをお教えいたします。これを見ないと、絶対に損しちゃうよ。ゲーム中の基本操作についてご説明
Such a weird game. I love it so much.
一緒に頑張りましょう。とっても簡単だから、すぐに覚えられると思います。
Okay. We'll just try the regular one.
では、移動方法の説明です。自分が画面の
I'm
左
gonna skip these tutorial things. Hold on. Okay. Futari. Okay, who should I be? Which one was Flying Lunch Boy? I don't remember. So I'm just gonna be Sophia because, of course, I'm gonna be. Everything comes to him who waits. Okay. But it's super duper deformed. Like everything like bends and moves. It's really weird. It's kind of like funky head boxers. Oh. Even though they're super deformed, they still got the jiggle physics going on. There we go. It's so weird how they move. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. There we go. Like I have a boxing glove type hands. That is some major jiggle. But yeah. Oh, hey Fabian. Hello. Yeah, there's a lot of fan service in this. There's a surprising amount of fan service in this game. I mean, it is a fan service game to begin with. I mean, it's it's basically a fan disc for Battle Arena Shinden. Oh man, you can be so cheap with this game. Look at this. Oh, that's how to use the whip. Okay. A lot of underwear in this game. But anyway, that is yeah. But hold on. My exit? Seems not. Can I get out of here? No. Okay. There's. I mean, the disc itself also has little mini games and all kinds of other stuff. It's a fun little package. I like it. I like it. It's not underwear, Vinnk. It's pantsu. Excuse me. Yeah, that's right. How do you feel about Avengers Endgame beating Avatar's box office? Don't care. I don't know. I thought Avatar was an okay movie, but I don't know if it necessarily has to be the top grossing movie ever. I don't know. And I didn't see Avengers Endgame yet, so I don't have a theory on that one. Going to see a movie in Japan is incredibly expensive, especially considering there's no movie theater in my town. I've got to take a train to go to a movie theater, plus then pay $20 for a movie ticket. And if I want a drink or a snack, we might be looking at $50 to go see a movie. So I mainly just wait till things hit Netflix. Chobits. Chobits. I remember Chobits. Clamp, right? Technically, top grossing movie is still Gone with the Wind. Yes. I need more Japan snacks. Japan snacks are delicious. All right. So anyway, I think that's most of the stack of games I was going to show. I mean, I got a Puyo Puyo game there, but that's not necessary. Oh, Satoshi. I got that. So we'll talk about that later. Let's see. Yeah, I posted about it in the Discord. Yeah, and I know that some people weren't able to get copies of the Just Dance Wii, so I was able to get 2 more of those. So I'll have those listed pretty soon. And for Alana, I got the copy of Otaki she's been looking for. So, and for those who've watched the streams before, I've got another copy of Ultrabox 1 that includes our favorite New York-based dating sim. So I'm going to put that on the site later on. So, yeah, I might be able to get some more photos tomorrow. It's in nice condition, though. It's better than mine. And that's why I'm going to give you. That's why I'm going to give you two options, Satoshi. If you basically just want a 3D system, you can buy mine, and then I'll keep the nicer looking one. But if you want to pay, you know, what I paid for, I can give you a good deal on this one. But if you want to pay what I paid for this, you can have that one. So I'll talk to you more about that later. But because if you don't want it, I know a guy who wants one that's in that nice of a condition. All right. Which one is your favorite Silent Hill game? Controversially, the Wii one. I thought the psychological horror was really interesting. But I haven't played all of them, so I basically played Silent Hill 1 on the PlayStation. I played like Homecoming, I think it was, and I played the Wii with the what was it, Frozen Memories, and I don't know if that's the best one. I hear a lot of people say 2 was the best one, but I haven't played it yet. But of the ones I've played, I really like Frozen Memories. I like the psychological elements. And number 1 was just so amazing for what it was able to push with the original PlayStation. I like how everything was rusty, and when the horror elements would come, everything turned old. It was very, very cool. The PS3 has a collection of 2 and 3. Oh, I should look into that. Yep. Let's see. Silent Hill 2 is the best out of the series. That's what a lot of people say. So I should try it. I don't know. For the most part, I'm not. I don't know. I'm not into horror games that much. You know, I'm not. But it's not that I dislike them. It's just I don't know. I'm bad at them. I don't know. But I do. I mean, I like any game with a really good plot. Again, that's probably why I liked Frozen Memories. I thought it was really cool as a character piece. Yeah. Silent Hill collection for PS3. It has HD versions of 2 and 3. I bet that's fairly cheap to get these days. Oh my gosh. You know, I've been exploring the Ultrabox series more, and there's some other amazing. Even on this disc, there's one where this like shirtless guy does horoscope readings. Like, he's not a good-looking guy either. I think he's a professional wrestler. I don't know. Either way, it's pretty funny. What game do you think more people need to play? Oh, there's lots of them. But what system, I guess? Every system has some gems that I'm always trying to sell people on. And it also depends on your level of Japanese, I suppose. I'm a proponent of the Wii game Captain Rainbow. I think it's very, very cool, but it's hard to play without a guide. I think the Sakura Taisen series should be. Hopefully, it'll become popular now that the PlayStation 4 is getting one that's going to get localized. Gosh, Joy Mech Fight is one I recommend to a lot of people. Let's see. I don't know. There just lots of things. Not retro, but people should play Near. Oh, I really need to play that. I don't know. Every time I get close to buying a PlayStation 4, I wind up not. I don't know. I should. I just don't know if I'd use it very much. I don't have much time these days for playing games on a television. Basically, the only time I play on a television is when I'm here streaming with you guys, or when I'm testing games for the shop. Because other than that, I think if a game is on a portable system, I have a far better chance of beating it, and that's why. I'm kind of excited that The Witcher 3 is coming out on the Switch, and everyone's like, "Why would you want to play it on the Switch? It's better on everything else." And I'm sure it is, but if it's on the Switch, I probably will beat it. And if it's not, I probably won't. That's just kind of how it is. When my kids are growing up a little bit, and they don't need as much constant attention, and I can play games in the living room again, I think I'll go for like graphical powerhouse systems. But for now, like, the Switch is just one that fits my lifestyle really, really well. Opinion on Super Mario Maker 2? Didn't buy it. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I haven't had time. Work's been incredibly busy since it came out, and I don't know. I played the first one. I really enjoyed the first one. I'll probably get the second one at some point, but I'm not in a rush to get it. Remote play to your Vita. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. There's a lot of games that suffer because of the Vita not having enough shoulder buttons, and I don't know. I don't know. For me right now, there's so many. You can see behind me. I have so many games for the Switch that I'm not in a need for additional games. Like I have a lot. So, how bad was DRM for you back then on your older PC games from the 80s? DRM was crazy because you had all these weird like code books and slide wheels and all these weird things. The Monty Python game had cheese identification as their thing. One of my favorite games, Neuromancer, that was out at that point, had this wheel that you had to move things to, and I lost it, and I had to re-buy the game. I actually had to buy another copy of the game because I couldn't find my copy protection wheel. So that sucked, but I really liked the game. 3D Dot Game Heroes for the PS3 is a concealed mineral. Oh, hidden gem. Okay, got that. Fabian, what's wrong with Silent Hill HD Collection? I own it, but I haven't played it much. Weapon of choice? Katana. Drink of choice? Scotch whiskey. Candy of choice? Candy of choice. What do I like? Black licorice. I know. Hey, Vinnk. Hey, Vic and chat. Okay. Candy cab of choice. Well, I mean, probably Astro City. Do you have WWF SmackDown to know your role for the PS1? No, I don't. I don't. Which is strange because I have a lot of wrestling games. I really do. But I wonder if it came out as something different. I wonder if some of them don't come out in Japan or they come out differently. Well, the only other person who likes licorice. Oh, you like licorice? Yeah, I love black. I didn't like it when I was a kid, but my dad liked it, and he would always buy it because he knew that if he bought it, no one else would eat it, and he'd be able to have it himself. But I slowly acquired a taste for it. Now I just love it, and you cannot get it in Japan. Black licorice does not exist in Japan. I have never ever seen it for sale anywhere in Japan, including like Amazon Japan and things like that. I have to have friends send it to me from the States. Japanese food or hamburger? Eat your hamburgers, Apollo. Japanese food or hamburger? I mean, I don't know. I like both. I eat Japanese food almost every day, so lately I have a hankering for American food. Tex-Mex? Oh, I have to cook it myself, though, because there's no Mexican restaurants around here. Licorice jelly beans are my favorite. Yes, yes. The Secret of Monkey Island had a code wheel in order to play the game. Yeah, yeah. A lot of them did. Fabian? Did you play it on the Amiga or the PC? I recently tried sour cream and onion Doritos from Japan. Awesome. Yeah, Japan has like weird flavors of things, but you can't get Cool Ranch Doritos here. PC Vinnk. Yeah, I played it. Gosh, I think I played it on my parents' old like Mac Performa. It was the CD version, which didn't have any voice acting, but had like very nice music. I thought was really good. Secret of Monkey Island is one of my favorite games. Great game. The LucasArts adventure games in general are just wonderful. Pretzels are my favorite snack. Do they have them in supermarkets in Japan? No, they don't. But you can get them at like Costco and things. But they have things like pretzels. They have a snack called Pritz. It looks like it's spelled Pretz, Pretz, Prez. I don't know how they spell, but they pronounce it Pritz. But they're pretzel sticks. But they're not quite like U.S. pretzels. I love playing Sam and Max Hit the Road. My favorite LucasArts adventure game. Sam and Max. I think I have. Yeah. What do I have? I have the DVD box set of the Freelance Police cartoon series right here. I just love everything Sam and Max. I love the comics. I love the games. The original LucasArts game was my favorite. I thought the Telltale games were good. I enjoyed playing them, but the original LucasArts game, that's one of my favorites ever. Prints are sold in the international section in Canadian grocery stores. Oh, really? Yeah. They're very much like Pocky. They're very much like Pocky. But it's like for salads. Oh, really? I mean, they have salad flavored Pritz. That's the most common variety. That and tomato. SmackDown Know Your Role was released in Japan as Exciting Pro Wrestling 2. I think I might even have that. I'm not sure. I've got a Fire Pro. Hold on. I think I got a Fire Pro Wrestling handy. I should know my wrestling games more because a lot of people want to see wrestling games. I know I've got Fire Pro. I'd have to. I've got Fire Pro Wrestling Iron Slam 96 here. Are you excited for Star Trek Picard? I just watched the trailer for it. I wouldn't consider myself classically a Star Trek fan. I was more into Doctor Who, and I have all of Next Generation on Laserdisc, and I was slowly working my way through that before I got another kid. I think it's something that I would enjoy watching, though. Licorice All Sorts will be in the mail for you soon. Oh, Licorice All Sorts! That is that is the best candy in the whole world. I love those, and they're hard enough to get in the United States. You have to. Most grocery stores don't have them and they're impossible to get in. I haven't had Licorice All Sorts in maybe 10 years. It was my favorite candy, though. That's my favorite candy. Licorice All Sorts. That's it. You should watch Star Trek: The Next Generation season 3 on Laserdisc. Yes. I guess you need to watch your Laserdisc. Yes. What do you think about the 13th Doctor? Haven't seen any yet. Netflix Japan is behind, and I could always acquire the episodes through other means, but there's just so many other things that I have to do that I'm just going to wait till they hit. You can get them from the petrol station. Oh my goodness, that's nice. I mean, there's so many cool things I can get in Japan, but like the longer I'm here, the more I like hanker for the things that I can't get. Like there's so many amazing snack foods in Japan. So many weird varieties of snacks and things. But yeah, which Doctor Who series would you recommend for someone who has never watched Doctor Who? That's a good question. Who's never watched? I mean, like I love the classic series, but that would be a very hard thing to recommend to someone who's never watched Doctor Who. David Tennant, maybe, because I think he was for the Ninth Doctor was a little bit. I don't know. Some of the writing from the early Russell T Davies was kind of hit or miss. I thought he made a good Doctor, but like it's a short-lived one. David Tennant would be good. Like David Tennant is not my favorite Doctor, but I'd say he's a good starting place. I don't know. Which one in the 80s? Here, controversial opinion. I liked Colin Baker, but I wouldn't recommend it to a new fan. I thought Colin Baker brought some kind of, especially in the early episodes, some kind of darkness and mystery to the role, which continued on with Sylvester McCoy. Eccleston would be a fine place to start. I mean, definitely. Peter Davidson is your favorite. Peter Davidson had some great stories. Caves of Androzati is one of my favorite Doctor Who serials of all time. I truly loved that one. And the first Doctor Who episode that I ever watched that I knew was Doctor Who, because I'd seen it a lot of times just flipping through the channels and watched bits of it. I think the first one I ever watched was a Santarans episode, but like I don't even, it was Third Doctor, I think. But the first time I watched Doctor Who, knowing it was Doctor Who, was Peter Davidson's episode Frontius, which led right into Resurrection of the Daleks, which was a pretty violent story. Are you familiar with a confectionery called Bullets? I don't know. Sylvester McCoy is a ton of fun too. Ace is my favorite companion. So I quite enjoyed, because once Doctor Who ended, I started reading the novelizations. I read maybe 50 of them. Like they were called The New Adventures of Doctor Who, and they continued the stories of Sylvester McCoy and for the first couple of books, Ace, and then a new companion called Bernice Bernice Summers. Why am I saying Bernie Sanders? Doctor Who and his companion Bernie Sanders, as they strive to bring a democratic socialism to the galaxy. Nitro 9 for the win. Yes, she would. Wicked. Yes, that was awesome. Any opinions on the movie Akira, the original, or like that new live action one that's being made now? I'm not. Oh man, bullets are the best. What are bullets? Tell me what bullets are. Matt Smith was fun. I quite liked Matt Smith, but I don't know if he'd be the Doctor I'd recommend for people, because if you saw him at the first part, you'd be like, this is kind of like a goofy comedy. I mean, he definitely brought a darkness to the role later, but I think at first he was so like hyperkinetic. I'm not sure if it would be a good starting place. But I like Matt Smith. I like that. I'd vote for that ticket. Oh, Daniel, thanks so much. And by the way, Daniel, before you go, please post the link to your YouTube channel. Everyone should check out his game room. It's super awesome. And I'm loving your game reminiscences stories, the Wizards and Warriors one, where you're just kind of talking about your experience with the game and renting it as a kid. I love that. And if you like to hear, please link because everyone should subscribe to your channel. Oh, did he leave already? Oh dear. Dang. Okay. The live action Akira got canceled again? Did it? Akira's getting an anime series? Is it? Okay. Oh, I'm on it. Okay. Under my plan, you will be able to choose your doctor. Bernie Sanders on Doctor Who. Oh man. The speech in the first episode of Eccleston's run got me hooked. Is that like at the end where he's like, I'm the last one, or so? I'm trying to remember what speech that might be. Rose was not a great episode, though. I really think. I mean, Christopher Eccleston's series got really good around like the Doctor dances and things like that. Those were great episodes. But I think the first ones were. Rose was an awkward episode, and end of the world was. I don't know. I liked that flat woman, and I liked the moment where they meet the maintenance worker and things like that. There were some good moments in it, but overall the story was just kind of I don't know. The Earth spinning one. Sorry, I don't see the link. Can you try posting it again? Yeah, Rose was not a great episode, but I don't know. It was just too hokey when it's like, oh, I'm being attacked by a trash bin. Ooh. Nor good companion. Yeah. What's your favorite Batman the Animated Series episode? Maybe the movie, the Mask of the Phantasm. I'm not sure. There were some really good movies. There were some really good episodes as well, but I don't know. That's that stands out in my mind. But yeah, I mean, again, like I'm one of those people. Like I was into Doctor Who before it was popular. You know, I used to go to sci-fi conventions in Chicago. I've met Peter Davidson, Colin Baker, and Sylvester McCoy. Yep. What episode was that? Oh my goodness. I remember the episode where Batman was replaced by a robot who thought he was Batman and then killed himself. Wow. Do you have the Famicom 3D system or Twin Famicom? I have both. I have two Twin Famicoms, a red one and a black one behind me, and I suddenly, and for the time being, I have two 3D systems as well. Boom, boom. Yeah, but one of those will be going out pretty soon. The first season Batman animated series where all the bad guys play poker and reminiscing about how they were defeated. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I should watch Bat. I still think I still remember when they were talking about the making of Batman the animated series, how they were, instead of using white paper as a base, they used black paper and drew white on it and things like that to make the colors, which gave it just such a unique style that I've really never seen. Yeah. That episode was called Almost Got Him. Oh, I should watch that show again. You're missing that Famicom that you can caption with. Yeah, the Famicom Titler. Yeah. It's the only Famicom that I lack. Well, I mean, there's some other rarer ones like the Sharp TVs with a Famicom built into the TV. I don't have those. But I mean, of the regular Famicoms, I have a square button Famicom. I have, you know, regular old Famicom. I have the remade, what's it called? You know, the mini, not mini. What's it called? I'll just AV Famicom. That's it. No, I'm not going to get it down. It's up there. But oh no, it's right here. Yeah, the AV Famicom. And I have the regular twin Famicom, a turbo twin Famicom, a Famicom Mini. I think that's all the major ones. I don't know if you got my message earlier, but the Kobe child murders of 1997 may have been the reason why the later MA. Yeah, that might have been. Yeah, I mean, anytime there's like a major incident like that, it's going to lead to some banning of games. Like the Tohoku earthquake made them cancel one of the Disaster Report games. Is that what the series is called? Disaster Report. There's a new one on its way right now, but and the World Trade Center attack ended the Yu Suzuki's game Propeller. What was it called? Prop something. It was a helicopter game. Gosh, what was it called? I don't remember. All this Batman talk reminds me of the cartoon of the Max. On Liquid Television. Yes, I remember that. But yeah, the incident. So right now, the absolutely tragic fires at arson, murder is what it was at Kyoto Animation Studios. Is really big news here, and really is going to have ripples among things. I would say that there's probably not going to be media that involves fire for a while, because this is the biggest attack on Japanese soil since World War II. It's bigger than the Tokyo subway attacks. It's more so than the Akihabara stabbings and things like that. This is going to be a big thing in the Japanese psyche for a while, and it's going to cause a lot of changes in a lot of industries. Let's see. So Yeah, current events affect censorship of games quite a lot. Am I okay? Um, in what way? I've had a hard week, but yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. It seems tied to a stop production of the Vulix. What is the Vulix? You seem upset. Um, I guess. Yeah, it's been a rough week. It's been a tragedy in Japan. Work's been not good. Um, but I'm okay. I'm enjoying the stream very much. But yeah, I'm perhaps not as jovial as I often am. Um, I don't know. It's been a rough week. Thank you, thank you, everyone. And so yesterday I was in a kind of a funk, and I didn't really want to stream. But today, to tell you the truth, I still didn't really feel like streaming today. But then I was like, you know what? That's where my friends are, So I'm glad I did, and it actually makes me feel pretty good. Although I should probably sleep fairly soon because I have to get up in the morning. But the Vulix is that HD cabinet you've probably seen Street Fighter 4 in. Oh, really? Okay, I do not follow cabs well enough, but hope next week is better. I hope so too. I hope so too. We're getting into a busy season right now, but and my kids are off. My kids are off of school, which is wonderful for me to spend some time with them. But it leads to very little downtime. Monday morning will soon come. That is very true. But anyway, I hope you saw some games that you liked today. I will try to do a stream again fairly soon. Maybe PlayStation 1 again, because I've barely scratched the surface of all the cool stuff on this system. But just let me know what you thought. If you liked what you saw, give it a like. If you wanna help support, I'm saying the show, but it's not much of a show. But if you do want to support what I do, did I already post that link? Yep, that's my store. Do another Ultra box. Okay, from my personal collection. I'm trying to get all of them right now. So I just got Ultra Box 3 today. I haven't tried it yet. But I've got the original Ultra Box. That's the one I streamed before. I've got Ultra Box 6, which is the last one, and I've got Ultra Box 4. So I need 2 and 5. I still need 2 and 5. There's only 6. There's only 6 of these amazing discs, but I mean, I think the first one is still my favorite, but they all have some kind of amazing things. What was Ultra Box? It was supposed to be a magazine on a disc, with game catalogs, not demos so much, but like just little mini games, things that were made specifically for it. As the series went on, they had less and less stuff, unfortunately. Like by the last disc, there were only like 4 games on there, but like the first disc had like 11 or something like that. But it would also have like, I don't know, just kind of random stuff, fan submitted artwork, just all kinds of things. It's just very, very cool. Cartoon themes, cheese, victory cabbage. That's why I come to these streams. Well, thank you. I have to get some more cabbage. It was kind of a digital magazine. Yeah, that's what it called itself. It called itself, let's see, CD-ROM Magazine Ultra Box. Yeah, that's actually the full name of it. But yeah, pretty cool. I do. If you watch that one episode with the dating sim, you can kind of see the menu and see some of the other stuff that was on there. All of them have nudity, so I have to be very careful streaming these. So I need to pre-play them and see which ones I can put on stream, because I'm very worried. I'm very worried about getting my channel taken down. So got to watch out about that. It's a very unique just type of thing. Yeah. Like anime nudity or real nudity? Anime nudity. Get some black blue. Oh, black paper and blue tack. Okay, that's what you're saying. I thought you wrote black pepper, and I'm like, what? How good would that do? Censor your TV. Just don't look here. Yeah, but I won't be ready for it, because some of it's a really random. Like you're like, oh, what's this game? Oh, this game's a track and field game. Whoa. Yeah. AI is surprisingly good at identifying nudity. Yeah. Yeah. That's we've created these machines. Soon they will destroy us all. All right. Nothing like surprise nudity to keep you on your toes. Yes. In general, not just in gaming, in life in general. There's nothing like surprise nudity to keep you on your toes. Well, humans look a lot of nudity. Random nudity. The Ranma 1/2 game for PC Engine CD is like that. Yes. PC Engine, yeah. I think it was like so expensive when it came out. They're like, kids aren't going to buy this anyway. We can put whatever we want in these games. No, don't even have to put on a warning label. It's like just, yeah. 3DO had a lot of a lot of games like that as well. Nude toes. Yes. Yes. All right. I think with that, this is a good chance to end. Again, thank you everyone for coming. Daniel, did he ever post the link to his channel? No, he didn't. But we mentioned it in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, please join. It's a fun place. It's a fun place to be. And let's support each other as small content creators. So I guess that's all I've got for today. Any questions before I head out? Which I said earlier, which led us on this weird Doctor Who tangent for a while. So maybe I'm regretting saying this now. I think NES was a lot more relaxed than Sega, or especially Nintendo back then. Yeah, I think they were. I think any company that's in third place, yeah. Is there anything new you know about Volus, Vinnk? The Volus series, like the PC Engine, girl side-scrolling series? Where do babies come from? Target. Is there anything new you know about Volus? The newest Volus was like that. The series got sold to basically a company that makes adult video software. So they released Volus X, which was basically an adult visual novel. The series as we know it is done. The reason I ask is because suddenly my video on Volus has been getting hundreds of thousands of Japanese views all of a sudden. Huh. That's interesting. I'll look into that. I haven't heard anything Volus related in a long time. So I don't know. No, not that I've heard of. It'd be great if it came back. I love that. Is it possible that a mere woman now has the sword of Volus in her possession? Yeah. Great voice acting on the English ones. Huh. That's weird. No, I don't know of anything concerning the series, but I'll check into it. I'm gonna sneeze. And that's how I end my podcast, with a nice sneeze. All right. I'll see you guys all later. Thanks for stopping in. I'll probably do one of these next week, hopefully. Like literally hundreds of thousands of views. Oh my gosh, I got to do a Volus video. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Good night, guys.